Let me post few of the pictures, diagrams into the group so that you can refer to that. Okay, so I posted three, the diagrams into the group, WhatsApp group, and you just let me know whether you received it. Somebody just tell me. Okay, good.
Yes, RPA.
Anybody here who has not access to that? So I'll post it in Telegram also. Anybody is joining through Telegram? Okay. Sharmishta received your message, but everybody else is, I think, able to hear me. So just check and maybe you log out and log in again. So maybe you'll be able to do that. All right. So let us start our today's session. So today's the topic is all about chakra, the energy centers. So it's better long time we have discussed about chakras. It is a time to replenish our knowledge and focus, or if there is anyone having any doubt, anything we can discuss here. So, and all those also for the new who joined here, it will be good for them to know about the chakras. So, and we'll start, even though I mentioned at the time of initiation of anyone, and I explained about the location of the chakra inside our body, that I'm not doing it here again. So I assume all of you know the locations of the chakras, where that is the fundamental of Kriya, learning Kriya. So here we start explaining further about the chakras, their significance, their roles, and different types of things we'll understand associated with the chakras. Yeah. And today session number 261, and our today date is 13th of September 2025. Okay, so now first is what is chakra and its purpose. So let us understand that first. So we normally we have to about the chakras. These are, to start with, that is, it is a part of our energy system in our body. Our body receives or circulates energy through its energy channels. Our body is having 72,000 nadis. Nadis are basically energy channels. And the central corridor of the channel, or we can say this is the highway, that is the Sushumna Nadi. That is a central corridor, which is located parallel to our spinal cord. And on that, there are 7 junctions, or we can say roundabout or island, whatever way you understand. In the road, normally we have the islands where the traffic move around and go different directions. Same here in our body. Those are the Golchakra or roundabouts. Those are called chakra in our energy system of our body. And that's called Sushumna Nadi. It is supported by Ida Nadi, Pingla Nadi, or Surya Nadi, Chandra Nadi. And we normally consider them as service road of the highway. Both sides there are two. That has got different purposes of that. Main purpose is to distribute energy to different parts of our body. And and then the chakras, each chakra physically they govern that part of the body. And also there is from the physical dimension, there is a higher level of impacts, the impact on the mental and emotional, and then even the energetic dimension means our next higher dimension is energy dimension. So this is our fundamental instrument we have to connect with that, to energy dimension. And energetically, we connect to the higher dimensions, because higher dimensions cannot be accessed physically. It's not possible. So we have to use the energy to reach there. Yeah. So there are 7 chakras in our body, and each chakra that is from down to up. We know the names. I'm just telling you. You already know it. First one is Muladhara, and second is Swadhisthana, and then is Manipura, then Anahata, then Visuddhi, then Agya Chakra. Agya Chakra and Sahasrara Chakra. So there are English name also. I'm not going into all those details. I've already given the list there. So now the chakra means will. Technically, literally it means will. And when it is that particular within the body, the whole aim is that when all the chakras are working, that is operating, then our Kundalini energy, spiritual energy, which is stored into our root chakra or Muladhara, it raises up from all the chakras. When it crosses 7th chakra, Sahasrara, then broadband connection with the divine is established. We can communicate with your soul, we can communicate with the higher dimensional masters, you can receive the meditational experience, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. So this part I already explained during the initiation, the Kriya initiation. So there is nothing new or extraordinary about it. So the purpose of chakra is those are the energy centers, to keep them operational so that our energy system operates. In the body it operates. And how to keep it operational, to maintain them, there are different ways to do that. So let us go first of all, let us understand the feature of those, like what is the next point we have mentioned here about chakra names in human being and their meaning. Okay. Okay, I already mentioned that the name or is a Muladhara, then that Muladhara, then Swadhisthana, then Manipura, then Anahata, and then Visuddhi, then Agya Chakra and Sahasrara Chakra. Okay, so let us start about each chakra has its own symbol. So the symbol, again, I have put it into that another picture only for the symbols. You can see that because there are many symbols, so it will take time to one by one upload and show it in the screen. So I have given it into that. You check with that. So that is those are the symbols. Each one has in a color. Yeah. So you can see that the first one is having it is a red color. Yeah. Then the next one is orange, and then it is a yellow color. And then yellow, then yellow is Manipura, Anahata is green, and then it is the Visuddhi, it is a blue color, and Agya Chakra is indigo or deep blue, and Sahasrara is violet, or sometimes when it is all clean, it becomes white. But let us start over the violet. So from lower to up, so it is all 7 colors of the rainbow. The Vibgyor are there, and it represents each and every chakra. Each chakra has got the earlier the Vedic time that rishis and all, they have, you know, they have developed certain symbol other than the color. Color is one part of it, and second is the symbols. So there's, I have put another picture which is having the symbol. So now somebody wants to get in. Yeah, okay. So now we'll go into the detail of those symbols and what they represent. So for you, if you like, you can open that particular picture showing the symbols. Then you can understand what I'm going to say now. This symbol explanation I have not done before. Whatever I explained before is about the purpose of the chakras and what part of in our body and thing like that. So today we will go into the further meaning of those symbols. Okay. So we'll start with the root chakra, or we start with the Muladhara. Okay. So if you can see in that picture. So that is, or first of all, let us understand the purpose of it. It is the energy center where we build our foundation for grounding, security, stillness, courage, individuality, and health. That is the purpose of the root chakra or Muladhara. Somebody wants to join. Okay, so it is the first of the 7 major energy center in our body and located, as you know, the base of our spine. And it is here we connect with our physical body, environment, and earth. Means when we sit down on the ground, then that chakra touches the earth. So it is also, the purpose is to connection with our earth, Mother Earth, that is there. And in general, for our human being, for root chakra, the purpose is the survival center. It is fight or flight response come from this chakra. That energy, it operates. And root chakra or Muladhara is where we draw our life force, where the seat of raw energy or kundalini. So here the kundalini stays here, and then as per our spiritual practice or energization, it goes up. So transmitted to other major chakras. So now let us come to the symbol. What is the symbol means? So of course the color is red. So red color is, it is color of blood, and this is the same as our root chakra. It promotes life energy and strength because we need the blood circulation. So that red color is, the symbolism of that. Red color attracts also most attention, and it is associated with strong emotions such as love and anger. So extreme emotions also, like people got very angry, red in anger or something like that is told. So it is one of the strongest color because I think wavelength wise, it is the shortest wavelength. So it can penetrate much. That's why into the traffic signal and all, red color is meant for the stop. So because it is seen, it can be easily seen. More you go to the higher into the spectrum, it is the less likely to be penetrating, like a fog, etc. So that kind of thing, the color is red. So in our body, our root chakra, that symbolizes that red. Yeah. Then you see the 4-petaled lotus is there. So in the symbol, the root chakra signifies the birth of human consciousness. That is the seat of the Kundalini, what I just mentioned earlier. The 4 petals of root chakra lotus symbolizes 4 aspects of consciousness. Yeah, because it is a seat from where it evolves. Our spiritual journey evolves from there. So what are the 4 petals represent? First one of them is represent manas, means mind. Second one, it represent buddhi, that is intellect. Third one is chitta, or consciousness. And the 4th one is ahankar, or ego. So these are the represents that lotus, 4-petal lotus, they represent that. Yeah. So now there is a square you can see. inside that lotus, first inside that 4-petal lotus, there is a square. The number 4 appears again as square, representing foundational life energy, stability, and rigidity, and a stable structure for adjoining chakras to rest upon. So it is just like, like any stable structure, like any table or chair or all. Normally there are 4 legs, no? So 4 legs there to support it properly. So those also, the square also represent that it is the square to all 4 sides to support it properly. And there is a inverted triangle inside. Inverted triangle represents the elemental symbol for earth, and it is a reminder of our grounding energy associated with Muladhara. Means basically the inverted triangle represents the earth. Yeah. So that is about the significance of that symbol. And now we'll go to the next chakra, which is the sacral chakra, or it is Swadhisthana. So what does the purpose of this chakra? The second chakra is known as sacral chakra or Swadhisthana. The word Swadhisthana means dwelling place of the self. Yeah. Where the self dwells, the house of self. The second chakra is created on personal identity or personal play in the external world. So it is also as our personality trait. That is also there governed by the second chakra, Swadhisthana chakra. It also symbolizes the creative potential and ability to harbor fulfilling relationships, desires of all types of our physical desires, or as well as our reproduction energy. So all these are controlled by the Swadhisthana chakra. So then also, if it is the chakra is not open properly, the suppressing such vital energy or obsessing over negative thoughts or pattern cause blockages. So this chakra releases a person from controlling behavior or fear of abandonment. So all these kind of psychological issues, those are, if it is not properly open or balanced, then this kind of issues will come. So, and when those balance is restored, so then this Swadhisthana chakra create an empowered, confident individual. Imbalance in this Swadhisthana can manifest into low confidence, lack of motivation, inability to create, intimate connection with others, lack of interest in self-expression, or artistic abilities, infertility, and urinary problems. So these are just to say what happens if they are not properly opened or balanced. So that is about the significance of the second chakra, and that is Swadhisthana. Now let us come to its symbol. And of course, the color is orange. The orange color of this chakra is symbolic of rising consciousness, just like a sunrise. So from the survival, it is just starting the higher journey. So this is like a sunrise. So orange is also the color of activity and purity. Yeah. It is in this chakra that we design the life we want. So it is also the mold to design our life, as we said, the personality. So whatever way we like to shape our life, this particular chakra is responsible for that. Then you can see that the symbol, the 6 petal of sacral chakra lotus are there. 6 petals are there. First one had 4. So these 6 petals, they are associated with the qualities that must be overcome to purify the second chakra. So it is also in Sanskrit, they refer to Shara Ripu, 6 of Ripu means the like a sin or things which will block us. So, or all bad qualities, you can say, and those are there. So which are those? They are anger, jealousy, cruelty, hatred, pride, and desire. Okay, so pride, you can say it is egoistic behavior, not pride after achieving something. It is just pushing it. That is the pride. That is the six petal they represent. And the circle that represents that cyclic nature of birth, death, and rebirth. So we punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. So that is a cycle. As you are aware that all of us, we have undergone minimum 700 human lives. Before that, there are animal lives. Before that, the plant lives, and for that, mineral. So anyway, so in the human birth also, we have hundreds of cycles of birth and death and rebirth. So this cycle continues. So end of that journey, when we get enlightened, there is no further, we go out of the cycle. But in this second chakra, we are definitely in the cycle of birth and death, because that is a part of the nature of our human life. So it is controlled by this the second chakra. And you can say the crescent moon is there. The moon actually symbolizes the chaos, never-ending change, and constant movement. Like moon also represents mind. And so it is like a random thoughts coming into the mind, or we can say never-ending things keep on coming. And also that randomness or chaos, constant movement, something or other keep on coming, that random movement, though those are being represented by this crescent moon. So that is about the second chakra symbol. So let us now go into the third one. The third one is that the color is yellow. That is the solar plexus in English, and in Sanskrit this is called Manipura. Manipura means the gem, the place where gems are kept. Yeah, jewel and gems, like a treasure. The place like a the treasure put into one that like a box kind of thing, safe. So that is the Manipura, where the all gems are there. So jewel or qualities associated with this chakra, strengthening physical level, it is about representing the digestive system. So it all, our whatever the food we take, we as you know, we call it a annamaya kosha, the physical body. So digestive system is a main, governing, functioning element of that our physical body, and it controls that. And also it is solar plexus, or it focuses on the power and autonomy of metabolism. Like it should happen on its own. We need not to actively do anything of our own. So they energize that system, which is a auto-run system, to digest the food we take. And also it represents the balancing of the energy. When solar plexus energy is in balance, a person experiences confidence and self-motivated and has a sense of purpose. However, in the other way around, if it is not properly balanced or not, he or she can suffer low self-esteem and feel trouble making decisions, have control issues. And so this is about the normal working and not working condition. But if it goes into hyperactive mode, which mostly happens to those people who are extremely ambitious, like they need to win by hook or crook. Yeah? So they need to kill others and go to the top. So this is the kind of energy, though that also, that kind of ambition, that fatal ambition or that is also governed by Manipura. So many of the cases that the people who are leading the war or things like that, they have a very powerful Manipura, or people who have become a top into the like a richest person in the world and all, they have this very strong Manipura to go to that level. And not necessarily, but most of the time, this Manipura goes there at the cost of other things, like other qualities of human being. So that ambition becomes the topmost priority, and by any means, at any cost, they get it. Yeah, that is also extreme, extreme impact of this particular chakra. Now let us go into the symbol. The color yellow, that is actually, it is a very emotional color. And also it reminds the courage, optimism, and self-esteem. So we explained earlier, if there is a imbalance and the lack of activation, then low self-esteem people suffer. Yeah? So that is there. But so the color itself is a color of optimism and self-esteem, the color yellow. It's a balanced color. Then you can say the 10-petaled lotus. So there are, there are 10 petals into that lotus. The 10 petals of the solar plexus chakra, or that Manipura, represent 10 pranas, and that exist in each of us. So 10 prana, basically, that the energies, and actually we know the Panch Prana, Panch Mahaprana. All of us, we do the 5 external mudra. We go for that, the Pran, Apan, Saman, Uran, Vayan. So those are the 5 Mahapranas. And there are also 5 Upa-pranas, like sub-pranas. Total, there are 10 types of pranas. So that is been represented by this 10-petaled lotus. And the inverted triangle there, into that symbol, of course, yellow color. The inverted triangle symbolizes the energy of lower 3 chakras concentrating and spinning upwards toward the higher chakras. So they are just, represent that it also considers those the lower chakras to get into that lower chakras taken into account before going further up into that the ladder. Yeah. So the downward thing, it represents the collectively, then it goes further up. Yeah. So that is about the Manipura. Now let us come to the 4th chakra, which is the heart chakra. And heart chakra means Sanskrit, its name is Anahata. Anahata literally mean, it is a Sanskrit word, literally mean unstruck or unbeaten. It signifies an impartial and infinite love, allowing a deeper understanding of self and others. So it is like here it comes a different level of power that opens up into the Anahata, and that, of course, that power is the power of love, infinite love, a deeper understanding of self and others. So far the lower, 3 chakras, those are all into the 3-dimensional reality or practical, that world. This is the first one, which is Anahata. It opens up a powerful part of ourselves, self. And also it is a connection, through that power, we can connect with others as well, the power of love. It is located in the region of heart. So as you are aware that our left side of our chest, physical heart, you can say the physical heart pumps the blood all over our body, and heart chakra, that actually makes the loving energy, that energy it uses us to have you can say it is pumping the pure love into our being. Yeah. So that is the power center. So now And also you can, this heart chakra, that is a starting point of our spiritual journey. So far we have our normal physical existence and journey. So spiritual journey or higher dimensional journey, other, connecting with the higher being, etc., they are all so like starts with activating the anahata or heart chakra. So that's why it is important to get this thing activated. And when it is get activated, people, they tend to go into that, they feel like, go to meditation, and also their relationship things changes, and they start experiencing the spiritual part, and there are higher relationships as well. So relationships with higher self, relationships with the divine, relationships with entities, relationships with the ascended masters, and so on and so forth. All starts with the heart chakra. But unfortunately, maybe about 95% of the people, their heart chakra, they always operate up to the three chakras. The life ends there, so never experience anything spiritual. That is also the reality. It is increasing. It is increasing, at a huge rate, very fast rate. But so far, most of the people, they never experience anything which is, spiritual in nature. And the reason is the heart chakra energy has never gone beyond or never opened the heart chakra. It just only up to the third chakra, which is up to Manipura, it stays there. Okay. So let us now come to the meaning of the symbol of the heart chakra. So the green color of heart chakra, the promotes a general well-being and good health. Green means it is green signal or things like, or it is the color of the nature, you can say. That is the green. So green is always represents the youthful well-being, good health, healthy thing. So, and it symbolizes the compassion, happiness, and hope. Green color also gives a feeling of being healthy and can be motivating in many ways. So the green color has a psychological impact. So it's the impact of goodness and well-being. Okay, so that is the color of this chakra. Then you can see in the symbol contains 12 petaled lotus. Yeah. The 12 petals of heart chakra symbolize the 12 divine qualities associated with heart. What are those 12 divine qualities? Those are peace, bliss, love, harmony, empathy, understanding, purity, clarity, compassion, unity, forgiveness, and kindness. I will repeat. There are too many. I will repeat once again. The 12 petals of the lotus of the heart chakra, the symbol, the anahata symbol that represents these 12 qualities, divine qualities of human being. That is peace, bliss, love, harmony, empathy, understanding, purity, clarity, compassion, unity, forgiveness, and kindness. And then you see there is the hexagram in there. So that represented by two triangles, one upward facing triangle, one downward facing triangle. These two triangles represent male and female energies intermingling to create a 6-pointed star. So it is like basically the fundamental of divine masculine and divine feminine energy. So that represents that the hexagram or that two opposite triangles together. Now let us go to the fifth chakra, which is the throat chakra. Throat chakra is Sanskrit name is Visuddhi. So the energy of Visuddhi can prove to be your strength if used effectively. It is it is activating the ease of communication in expressing emotions in a basic need. When our communication with others and with ourself flows, we experience communication others and ourself flows, we experience more clarity, more positivity of thoughts. When you have more clarity, our intention and actions are clear too. So that and any toxic impurity holds less power over us. So if this is activated, then external negativity, cannot cannot touch us, because on that. And the throat chakra, how we express we are to the world. Okay, this is a physical level. So, but in the energy level, throat chakra is a communication. Yes, it certainly helps us to communicate, means we're talking and interacting with others in this world, true. But main purpose of this Visuddhi, when it opens, then it is a communication with the divine, communication with our higher self. This communication is primarily the spiritual communication. It's not the verbal communication or any physical level kind of communication. It helps, but main purpose is, basically you can say this is a doorway to the divine. Like heart chakra is a starting point of our spiritual journey, and then we need to establish communication with further up. So this activated throat chakra, that helps us to communicate with that. So whatever the message or all you are receiving during meditation, or all of or different other dimensional the energies or the vision or your what is called psychic abilities, those are governed by this chakra. So unless until it is open or active, then you will not be able to hear anything, or you can see anything, or you can know anything by this kind of communication. And we often mention about the downloading the universal truth, the Brahma Gyan. That is also happens if the throat chakra is open. Okay, now the throat chakra is it is a Sanskrit word. So Visuddhi means it is especially pure. So Suddhi means it is Suddha means pure, and Visuddhi means extremely pure and specially pure. Or extraordinarily pure. That's what the literal meaning of Visuddhi. So now pointing to how the chakra vibrates highest when it's unbound, honest, and with reservation. So this chakra goes to the highest level of vibration when we don't have any reservation. We need not to think about how to manipulate the other person and all this kind of things. So we are in tune with the divinity and the honest and truth, and then it vibrates at the highest level. And of course, the universal truth is the pure anyway. So to communicate with that, we need to go to that level where we can receive purity. So, and when you do, then the Visuddhi vibrates at the highest possible level. Yeah. So that is about the Visuddhi. Now let us come to the symbol. So of course, the color is blue. The blue color of throat chakra that promotes the feeling of being intelligent and trustworthy. Yeah? That is the color signifies. Also, it is the blue color stands for logic and communication. So logic into our communicating with the external world, because whatever we are saying or doing, it must be logical. I mean, people should understand what you are saying. If it is not, then it is a verbiage. Like it's some crazy fellow is talking something. So that means there's no logic in the whatever is been spoken. So, but when this color, the blue color, represents logical communication, to make it more accurate. So that is about the significance of the blue color. And then you can see that it is having lotus 16 petal in this the symbol. The 16 petals of the throat chakra is associated with 16 vowels of Sanskrit. Okay. There are 16 vowels in Sanskrit and each represent one vowel. The vowels are light and easy to pronounce, signifying the airy quality of the communication. So this particular case that, because of course, while suppose we are speaking, we use air, no? We modulate air to talk of various things. So it is that airy quality of that communication. I think somebody wants to join. Okay. So, so 16, okay, vowels are light and easy to signifies their airy quality communication. This is why when a blocked throat chakra influence ability to communicate. So when this is blocked, then some of those aspects we cannot pronounce correctly, and that affects our communication. And a blocked throat chakra, it lead us to miscommunication or giving wrong signals and things like that. Yeah. So that is about that about the chakra and 16 petal lotus. Then there is a inverted triangle. The inverted triangle represents a channel to our consciousness and soul, direct expression of our higher self. Just a few minutes back, I explained that it is not the physical communication in this, throat chakra they represent. The Visuddhi represent communication with the divine, communication with higher self, communication with the soul, communication with other dimensional entities, communication with ascended masters, and things like that. Yeah. So the inverted triangle represents that. So this is the channel to our consciousness level, and this or our higher self, because first we communicate with our higher self, and through our higher self or soul consciousness, communicate further in the higher dimensions. So that is what it is, the purpose of that. It is symbolizes by this inverted triangle. And also there is a circle in the throat chakra. The circle, it symbolizes, represents the full moon, symbolizes the purified mind. The mind, moon is also represented by the mind. So the circle, it represents the circle that represents the full moon. Circle inside that triangle that represents the full moon means it is the highest level of ability of the mind that you are, that represents the circle, or you can say it symbolizes the purified mind. Earlier in one of the chakras there was half crescent moon. So that means it is not fully purified. So, but this one is a completely purified like a full moon. Yeah, that is the circle represents. Now let's go to the Agya chakra, third eye, sixth chakra. So as you are aware, it is located in between our eyebrows, and it is also connected to the pineal gland. We have that pineal gland that inside the center of the brain. It also referred to as a midbrain. And this is very much, normally we operate through left brain and right brain. So our logical center and the creative or emotional center, but the midbrain, we need not to have both of this side of the brains. We need to go for the deep meditation. We have to go to no thought and go beyond the physical reality. We need that through that pineal gland to be activated for that. And it represents the cosmic connection to the universe as well as our personal connection to living all creatures. And in fact, this particular chakra is, it gives us that sense of we are one, like we are connected to everything else in this world. A balanced third eye chakra results in a deep spiritual connection to all things divine. And healthy third eye chakra means that you are aligned with your higher self and fully trust your intuitive voice, means voice of your soul. You trust that. Our intuition speaks to us through our third eye. It is a center of our spiritual transformation. The third eye is strongly associated with psychic skills, abstract big picture thinking, dreams, insight, illusions, and understanding. So, also I like to add here that this third eye is the center of wisdom. Like after getting, suppose we, through throat chakra and all, we started communicating and we downloading the knowledge, universal knowledge, etc. So that transforms our understanding of the universe. We are not limited to this particular physical world only. So when that happens, so then our awareness level grows, and then this Agga chakra become more powerful, and that symbolizes that you are growing in wisdom. Wisdom is your direct, first-hand experiential understanding of the things, understanding of the creation. Okay. So that is what that is a third eye. So it is a activated third eye, means it is you are well settled into the wisdom, what you directly first-hand experienced, through the higher channels, and that settled in you. That's what it means. And also the communication with your higher self, that comes as a intuitive messages, and it is the third eye where it is processed and understood. So that is the place there. Okay. Now let us go into the symbol. So symbol of it is a color indigo that promotes the feeling of being wise and spiritually developed. The color stands for self-knowledge and inner peace. So more you grow into this awareness, that is you are self-aware, self-knowledge, and what the result, it gives you the inner peace. You are completely at peace with the whole everything into this world or universe. It's all right. You understood that purpose of everything. So you are not getting banged your head to why this kind of things are happening, which is well understood. And then that understanding itself gives rise to the inner peace. So the indigo color is indicating that inner peace. Then you see there are two petals of the third eye chakra. Okay, only two. So this symbolizes a sense of duality between self and God, or creation and creator, lower self and higher self, whatever way you understand. The physical reality and higher reality. So this duality represented by the two petal lotus. And there is an inverted triangle there. So that inverted triangle represents our connection to the divine and true enlightenment. Because by the time you come here, that kind of awareness is the symbol of the enlightened being, like the person of wisdom. So that is the state. That is what it symbolizes. Okay, now the seventh one is the crown chakra. The crown chakra is also, it is in Sanskrit called Sahasrara chakra. But the Sahasrara means it is 1,000 petal lotus. So is the most subtle of all the chakras. So out of whatever the chakra is the most subtle one, finer one, or it is not physical, of course. So it exists in that at the top of the head, where we used to put the crown, king and queen, they were crowned there, that place. Okay, that it is where this is the culmination of awakening Kundalini energy in all the chakras, where all the chakra passes to cross this chakra. Then the connection with the divine is established. I call it is a instrument of broadband connection with the divinity. So that connection happens when the Kundalini energy rises from your Muladhara up to Shastra. That is where it is. Then the connection becomes permanent. So that opening, that is why. So it is like a interface, a doorway between the divine and your body. So that is the thing. In this zone, like even though here it is said that it is between six chakra, means Agga chakra and Sahasra chakra, but there are many chakras in between. It is not one step jump. I will explain that later. What happens when actually it is get connected? There are many chakras in between. 7 chakras are the primary chakra. There are more chakras. I will explain that. At least I will give reference, mention that. But let us understand the 7 main chakras, what I am doing. Let me finish this, then I will go there. Then the symbol. The color is the violet color, or as I said, when it becomes pure, it can become white also. So then it is the chakra, the 1,000 petals. The color, the violet or blue, it is representing the divinity. Yeah, it's a color of the divine, and it is also showing the unity with our beings and the universe. So it is the oneness. That is, oneness is represented by this color. And the lotus flower symbolizes the prosperity, entirety of integral connections. So that is means there are thousands of lotus petal. Like there are all aspects of the universe. Those are basically represented there. And that given as 1,000 lotus means all parts of the universe we are connected to. And the circle, it is that represents the full moon. Again, that symbolizes openness, awakening, conscious mind, and these aspects. Yeah. And so that is the final one, the symbolism of that. And this is another aspect of the Shastra. It is a completely represent non-duality and the oneness, and in complete spiritual in nature. Means it cannot be defined in the words, to be honest. So it is that kind of connection where there is all explanation, all logic ends there. So that is the level of the representation. So when it becomes pure, the color becomes white. Like a white itself is a meaningful, itself is a base of every other color, but it itself is not a color. Yeah. So like combining all the, the sun ray and passing through prism, etc. The sun ray comes as a white, but you can distribute into Vibgyor by, dispersion. Same here. So that represent everything combined, all background of all colors, the origin of all colors. So these kind of things. So that is there. So that is what the Shastra, the symbol means. Okay. All right. So now let us go to the next point. Let us see what was the next point is about the color and significance. I have already explained symbols. I explained. Now the Beej Mantra. Okay. Now question is how we can activate them. So activation is done each and every chakra, like the symbol, they have some mantra. Okay. They call Beej Mantra or seed mantra. So I have put one, what is called, would somebody like to join? So I have already posted one, like a first picture, that is there is other than the first left-hand side, you see there are some letters are there, some word type of thing is there. Those are called Beej Mantra. So, first one is which is Beej Mantra associated with Muladhara or root chakra. So it is, the mantra is Lam. Okay, just give you a little bit of thing. These are Sanskrit, this particular, this mantra, that word came from Sanskrit. So just to understand that meaning, so so A is a basic sound. Like whenever we start any language, or our basic vibration of our vocal cord is A. Okay, that is the fundamental. So, and the that M part, the last part, that symbolizes of the like the awareness, or Lord Shiva, or like a connection of the Param Shiva, or extreme level of divine masculine. Okay. Only the first part that changes in the different other things, and those letters, they represent the different elements, like Mahabhuta, the Panch Mahabhutas. So I'm just giving for your understanding only. To root chakra, when you activate, and then you can, there is something called chakra meditation, or first the chanting of the mantra, then meditating. So I will just explain that what is normally done. So first you know where the Muladhara chakra is in your body. Then you give the loving attention to that chakra. What is loving attention? Loving attention means not only focus, but you do it lovingly. Like normally, way I explain, when you are looking at say, a adult person in one side and one small child in the other, so there is a difference the way you look at it. Even though those both of them are unknown to you, but when you look at a small baby, you look at a little different way. No? That is a loving way. And the adult, you look at maybe neutral, maybe suspicious, maybe inquisitive, or whatever it is. But it is not that pure loving way we look at it any a stranger first. So that attention which we give to that small baby, and that is the loving attention. So first what we do is we sit down, keeping our spinal cord straight, focus on our say first chakra. So then we have to do in the things, they have given a mudra also, so you can sit in that mudra if you like. So into this mudra, and then you chant this thing that multiple times, the lam, like this is where you are chanting, focusing onto that. And or you can say that you continuously repeat the chant, the same word, or if you like, you can say Om Lam Namah. Okay, you can do that. It's up to you. So you can start with the Om, then that syllable and that word, and then Namah. By focusing that, so that will activate that. So that is called Beej Mantra. So which activates that particular chakra, and you focus there, giving loving attention. If you do that after the chanting, you just keep focusing there. Maybe you can say suppose 5 minutes in each, something like that. You repeat that, focus there, then you shift to the next chakra. So next chakra is Swadhisthana. You give Vam, like that. You can change the a mudra also, if you like. The picture, it is given there. So, and that is why, as I was mentioning earlier, that first one is representing Earth chakra. Lam. Vam represent the water element. First one is a earth element. This is water element. So that it activates the Swadhisthana. Then it goes into the then it is go to the Ram. Yeah. So then again the same way, you shift the focus, chant Ram, like that. Yeah. Long A. So that is a base. You start with one and end with always. Yeah. So it is, that is the thing, and it is also represent that fire element within us, and R represents that. So that is the fire element, and then come to heart chakra. So this is about Yam. So that Yam is for the heart chakra, similar way. So then it is, I have given into that figure how it is, which is the mudra, and to focus on your heart chakra. And then it is that this pure love, it is a space element there. And then go to Visuddhi, then it is air element. Hum, and it is expression of the throat chakra. So then when you cross that the five element is over, and all the physical level is over. So now you go to the higher subtle dimensions. So these are not connected with any element per se. So those are all actually the divine or subtle things. So you can say that first one is about the third eye. You start with Om. So, and you longer Om. Yeah, so that you can do with the third eye. And similar way that you can do that, sit down and focus and do that. And Shastra, even though it is written here, but there are Ang, Om. The three, both of them are equally, applied. So I suggest the higher one, you just say Om. Yeah. First one is Om. Start with then Om. And when you focus on the Shastra, simply Om. You drop like Om. Om. Like that. So that is the last one. So Om and Om. Yeah. So that, do that. And by the way, if you chant the mantra, like earlier, you say the first one too, I said the Lam, Om Lam Namaha, Om Vam Namaha, Om Ram Namaha, Om Yam Namaha, Om Ham Namaha. Up to that Om, that syllable, and Namaha. But when it comes here, then just in between there is nothing, just say Om Namaha. Then last one, Om Namaha. That's all. Okay, no in between syllable is needed. So that is the way you do that, the chakra meditation, or those are the Beej Mantra that you can chant during that to activate them. And yeah, and if you like, you can sit with this mudra, hand gestures, which is shown in the picture. You can do that. And if you are not saying that Om Lam Namaha full one, you can only keep repeating the same word for the time, whatever you allocate. It is recommended for 5 minutes, or if you want, don't move further. It is not like a normal kriya. We just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come back and all. Here you concentrate one and finish it. Then go to the next one. So that means if you are starting with Muladhar 5 minutes, then shift, then Vam means the Swadhisthana 5 minutes, then shift it like that. Then once you cross Sahasrara, you finish. Yeah, that is the way we do the chakra meditation or Beej Mantra chanting. All right, so next is chakra healing and balancing by sound. Okay, see here, other than the symbol, Beej Mantra, color, and all those things, whatever I explained so far, each chakra has its own vibration, like it activated by certain vibration. That vibration of sound can be created. And actually, these techniques are used for the sound healing. There are different sound, instruments are there. It can be a gong, it can be a bowl, a singing bowl kind of thing. It can be a pipe, which we can play the pipe. It can be a like a smaller, like a xylophone kind of instrument. With we can play with the small pipes, or it can be tuning fork also. Yeah, there are many sound instruments depending upon their own power. So, and it is the healing chakra healing pipe. Those of you who visited the Kolkata home, there's the Babaji's temple there, and in the Babaji's temple I kept the the 7 healing pipes, sound healing pipes representing the 7 chakras. So we can play that and we can meditate with by playing. That is also another way you can do the chakra meditation. If you don't chant yourself, that can be played, or maybe somebody is playing, and it will be very good if somebody, any master playing that, and you listen to that and meditate. So that is good, because that master's energy and all that also passing it through that sound what you are receiving. So it creates a huge uplifting spiritual environment by that one. So those particular, the bowl or the pipe or the instrument may be different. So they are normally they are made with a very accurate frequency, which generates that frequency. That frequency table I have posted into the group. Yeah. So you can see that the first one is Muladhar, that is 396 hertz. Then that is the lowest one, that is the Muladhar. Then next one is Swadhisthana is 417 hertz. Then Manipura 528 hertz. Then Anahata 639 hertz. Visuddhi is 741 hertz. And Agya is 852 hertz. And Sahasrara 963 hertz. These are the basic, the frequencies, but there are more. Means there are higher frequencies also possible. So, but normally when the pipes and all everything is made, they are made it in this particular vibrations, and then that is being played. So that is a type of thing we use as a healing pipes. Suppose to balance, if one after another the sounds are played, then the chakras get balanced automatically. If there is anything imbalance, that gets the balanced. So that is the advantage of that. Or chakra meditation is done playing one after another. If it is played by any master, that will be very good. So you meditate with that, then you just by sound vibration you get uplifted. All chakras, they get opened, Kundalini awakening can happen, and it can pass Sahasrara. You can have spiritual experiences and many other possibilities. Those are all possible. So that is about that chakra healing and balancing by sound. And then another thing was, I think this issue I touched upon during last rendezvous. Each chakra, during meditation, each chakra, when we are able to hear the other dimensional sound, each chakra having their own sound. So when they, like all the chakra, not the dominating factor all the time. So maybe one particular chakra is operating at one particular time. I'm just explaining how it operates. So all of us, based on what is our inner state, based on which that one particular chakra will be predominating. So if somebody is very anger and very feel threatened and very fearful, then root chakra, operating through root chakra. And some feeling love and all, then it is anahata. And if feeling the wisdom and all, it is, third eye, like indigo or maybe violetish. Whenever we operate in that particular, it varies time to time, same person time to time. And some of the person, the spiritually elevated person, mostly operate from the higher chakras. And lowered that, the vibration, lowered the awareness, they vibrate from the lower chakras. Yeah. So whichever is predominating chakra, it affects our secondary level of aura. Our first level of aura is always white. Yeah, that is always white. The next one, second layer, that layer is a color. There is a color and the tinge, you can say. I'm not saying it is a very bright color, but that color changes based on which predominating chakra we are operating. So that tinges, means if somebody is, like a very ambitious kind of person, then you will see yellowish tinge into that. Somebody is operating very loving and all this, that particular moment, then you see the greenish color. And if somebody is having, somebody is having able to intuitively they are operating, then you see that the blue color or the violet, indigo color, you can see the tinge. And somebody is quite spiritual and, fully connected, and mostly you see the violet color. And for the enlightened being, you see the next color is also white. So there is no color tinge because they are not operating at a predominating chakra inside their body. Anyway, so that is what they do. So whenever you operating a particular predominating chakra, that chakra has its own sound. It creates. Don't confuse it the sound healing, the other instrumental sound, the vibration, the list I have given, that impacts that. It's not that. It has its own sound, and that is called Chakra Swara. Means it is its own sound. It can only be heard in the higher dimensional zone, and it clairaudient abilities you must develop to listen to those. So what are those? I'll just give the particular. I mentioned it during Rendezvous. Let me now give it here once again. Muladhara, the Chakra Swara, the sound is like a continuous cricket sound. Almost everybody can hear that. The moment you close your eyes, you concentrate, you will see some background, some continuous this kind of sound is going on. Whoever has experience of going into any kind of forest kind of area in the dusk time or in the sunset time, that sound is predominating sound into the forest. That is a sound of, in inner sound wise, it is called that is a Muladhara. The Muladhara sound. Swadhisthana, the next one, it is like, it is a sound of the same, but intermittent. Like, it operates sometime, little, Muladhara is the loudest, but it is not that loudest. Little less, but it is intermittent. Like that. It gives intermittent sound. Yeah. So that is Swadhisthana. If it is a continuous, it is coming from Muladhara. If it is intermittent, stops, starts, then it is Swadhisthana. Okay. Now, in the Manipura has a sound of like a rain and including thunder. So here also some of our group members, they have contacted me, like individually privately, and say during this, my meditation, I hear it's too much rain. There is no rain outside, but I can hear the sound of a rain, and time to time it will thunder as well. So thunder means far away, but there are some thunders. This is the sound of Manipura. Now this anahata, that the heart, it is a sound of a drum, or to be precise, it is sound of a dholak. Yeah, but there is a rhythm. Yeah? Mridangam, that kind of sound is there for the anahata. And Visuddhi, when it go into the Visuddhi, it is a shankha, like conch, like sound is there. That is a kind of sound generated by Visuddhi. And if you go to the third eye, Agga Chakra, it is like a, the temple, there are bells up there. You play the, you hit that and it creates that. Not really the main sound, but the reverberations of the bell. Okay, that is the sound of Agya Chakra. And this sound, the reverberations, that when it concentrates on Agya Chakra, it gives those kind of bell, but the reverberations of the bell you can hear like that. And when it is the Sahasrar, the final one, it is you can hear like a flute. It is also it is known as the flute of Lord Krishna. So when Sahasrar open, it's a very fine flute. So it is very deep flute sound that you can hear on that. And beyond that, there are many others. And one of the significant one was a nightingale that I explained during Rendezvous. But anyway, the chakras are this one. Yeah. So these are the kind of sounds that that is representing this flute sound that is of the Buddha Shastra. Okay. All right. Now the chakra activation by a master. And okay. See, what happens is that all this method, the Beej Mantra and the sound and the chanting and all those kind of things, that is for your own, you can do that to practice, and you can do that. But the master, they can activate your chakra like in a fraction of a second. And what the master need to do is just to channel that energy, the divine energy. First, he or she invokes the energy and pass it on to the seeker. That passing on process is called the Shaktipat. Normally, you are in the, physical proximity, then master put like on your third eye, you put the thumb, that is the way it can be transferred, and all the chakra will open up at one go. This is the process of activation has been done for all whoever has been initiated into the Kriya for the first time. Nirmal Kriya, whatever we practice, that is to the chakra activation only. All the 7 chakra activating those. That is the Kriya. That's why 3:2 stomach breathing, we do it in all chakras. Yeah? But as it needs huge amount of energy, mostly 100 times more than our physical energy, it is not possible to do it physically. And so, initially, the master uses his or her energy to activate the chakra at one go. And the first shot, that is called initiation into Kriya. This activation means what? The activation has 3 parts. First part is called unblocking. Chakra means will, no? Sudarshan chakra and all those. Will, the center of that, if it is choked or blocked, okay, then it cannot move. So most of the people who never had any spiritual experience, never done any spiritual practice, so most of them are found to be blocked. So that needs to be opened first. Like, the kitchen and all, sometimes the kitchen sink, the tube get choked, you put some kind of the powder to open up, that kind of stuff. So you need to open that so that it starts flowing. So first is unblocking. Second is alignment. The wheels, they may not be centered. They are at the different angle and all the 7 chakras. So all of them, they have to come into parallel and then aligning with the hole in the middle. So they need to be stacked like a same. Why you need to do that? Because when the Kundalini awakens, it has to pierce through all those things, no? Vertically up. That is the reason we recommend whenever you sit for Kriya and meditation, always you keep your spinal cord straight, face straight, a little up, but not drooping like that, because Kundalini will come and stop here. So that is the reason it is recommended. Whether you Kriya or meditation or any time, you must do that, because you never know when Kundalini starts flowing up. So it is better not to allow it to pass through. If it gets stuck, it is very difficult to bring it back to the normal again. It needs a very high level of master to do that. So be careful. So when you sit, only sit straight. So second is alignment, and third is energization. Okay, like when it is given the energy, it starts rotating. So activation means 3 things. So first is unblocking, then alignment, then energization. Okay, so these 3 together, so that makes activation. So master does it for the first time, that at the time of initiation. So, but every day will not get a master to do it all the time for you. So to keep it activated, you need to practice Kriya, this Nirmal Kriya. If you practice it, that will, it will remain activated. But if you don't, you have a free will, you don't have to practice. If you don't, slowly, the activation will go away and it will come back to the normal. Yeah, those kind of chakras. Yeah. So again, it needs to be start again, reactivating, practicing, and all those kind of things that's needed. But if you practice, you will keep activating, it will establish your connection, you will have your own experience, connection with your soul and the divine, and everything will fall into place. Okay. So this is about that, about the activation by the master. Okay, now regarding that, the next point is about the role of chakras in spiritual evolution. Okay, now let me give you, I will not go into too much of explaining, but I should say that it is not limited to 7 chakras only. Yeah, that we go into detail of these things. So there are other the chakras beyond our body. So one particular this kind of thing I will just show what explained by Sanjogi Umashankarji in his book Essence of San Yoga by Sanjogi Umashankar. Yeah, this is the book. In this book, so there is one. I will share this picture. This is one. He explained about how many chakras he himself has faced. This is the list. This particular thing I will share now into the group. You can open and see that. Yeah. And I will try to, share it in. Try to share it, share my screen. Just give me a minute. Let me. Let's see if I can share it. Then I'll share and explain. You can see my screen. I'm sharing that picture. Okay. This particular, the picture I posted into the group also for your reference, but let me explain it here. Like you see, there are, see if I can increase it for myself. Okay, I myself have not been able to read it. But anyway, I will try to read it from the picture itself. I'll not be able to move that particular. By the way, you can. Okay, so now if you see, there are total 23 chakras. Yeah. Now in the 23, there will be plus 14, and there is a 1 to minus 14. Okay. So not 23, actually 29. 14 plus 14, and in between there is a 0, right? So that is the list is there. So it is not 23. It is my mistake. It should be 29. 29 chakras is representing here. So now I will like you to focus on the 0. 0 is Anahata. Okay. Anahata is a heart chakra. Let me stop, sharing, and let me. Okay, you can see me back again. I just stopped sharing because it's not working. The letters are too small. So I will read it and I will explain one by one. You can refer to your own picture there into what I shared in the group. Yeah. So Anahata is a 0, and then +1 is Visuddhi, throat chakra, and -1 is Manipura. Then it goes to +2 is Agya chakra, and -2 is Swadhisthana. Then +3 is Sahasrara chakra, and -3 is Muladhara. That means, what is it is, the meaning here is, the 7 chakras in our body, heart is at the center. There is 3 chakras up and 3 chakras down. These we know, we discussed in detail today also here, so there is no confusion about it. Only the numbering, what you did, the Muladhara to Sahasrara, this numbering is different. It's given +-1, 2, 3 and all. What his explanation is, always heart chakra is at the center. So 3+ and 3- is within the body, but there are many others. What he mentioned about the +14 and -14, that is beyond our body, like 11 of them beyond our body. Means 3 within the body, and then 11 up, 11 down, which is beyond the body. And what are the name of that? I'm just reading it. I will not go into the each and every. Okay, the idea was that each plus and each minus value, same value, is compensating each other. It is just, like complementary to each other. So that is how we have to look into it. So it is like compensating the higher chakra, lower chakra. So in this logic, the Visuddhi chakra is compensated by Manipura. And then Sahasrara chakra, Agga chakra is compensated by Swadhisthana, and that Sahasrara chakra compensated by Swadhisthana chakra, Muladhara chakra, sorry. Okay, that's within the body, it's clear. Now let us see what is the beyond that. +4 is Dhyan chakra. Then next, +5 is Samadhi chakra. Okay, +5 is Dhyan chakra. So -4 is Dhyan Rodhak chakra. Means it is a compensatory. Same name, but the Rodhak chakra means compensating that chakra. So there is same name, but the Rodhak is given there. So I will not go into the names again. I will go into the now only the up, so that you just read the names. So So after five, four is Dhyan Chakra, just one beyond our the Shastra. Then Samadhi Chakra, then Amrit Chakra. So Amrit means that, the nectar of immortality and thing like that. Seven is Jivan Mukta Chakra. Eight is Rog Mukta Chakra. Nine is Paramhansa Chakra. Whoever touches that, so that those are activated, they are called Paramahansa. We know that in the spiritual level there are Paramahansa, no? Paramahansa Yogananda, Paramahansa Ramakrishna, and the many. So they are this is the Paramahansa Chakra. By the way, I'm not talking activating. I'm saying staying there. They are operating level. Yeah. So of course, all of them they are activated, but that stay there. Number 10, last 10 is Chaitanya Chakra. 11 is Amar Chakra. 12 is Grahanu Sama Chakra. Graha means planet. Okay. And 13 is Nakshatra Sama Chakra. Nakshatranu Sama Chakra. Like it is like a star. One is planet, you feel like a planet, another nakshatra, you feel like a star. Yeah? And then 14, Brahmando Sama Chakra, Brahmandanu Sama Chakra. That is like you feel like you are the universe. So that is the level. Not feel like you are experiencing that you are the Brahman, you are the Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. Yeah, that level of experience. So that happens on that chakra. Anyway, I will not go into much detail here, but that book I told you, if you like, you can get this book and read it. But that is what Sanjay Umashankarji's own personal experience, and that's what he listed, that 29 chakras. Yeah. Many other master given many numbers, doesn't matter, whoever it is. These are the main chakras, but there are many small chakras are there. They are not the main. One of them I can say that in the center of the palm, these healing chakras are there. Both hands, center of the palm. Those are healing chakras. So those are there. And in fact, when the hair thing activated, then there are many chakras in the body, as I was mentioning, between our Agya Chakra and Sahasrara. There are many other chakras in between. I will try to, post one. One is called Soma Chakra. Soma is a nectar, the Amrit. There are some chakra when it get activated, and there is one symbol called Kamdhenu. Yeah, that gives like giving the milk. And it comes to it is in between these two chakras, and or it is symbolism of Shiva and Shakti when they unite, and then the Kamdhenu started giving this milk, and that is your experience. When divine feminine, divine masculine unite by your experience, then it activates that Soma chakra, and that is Soma is a nectar, Amrit. That comes and it falls through this third eye. Even it comes to, normally if we put our Khenchri mudra, then even you can, that particular nectar, you can test it. Yeah, the sweetness of that, the many during meditation they experience that. So that sweetness that has been tested without taking any external sweet, the sweetness comes from within. Yeah. So for that, I will show you another the picture. Let me see if I can share it now. You can see the picture. Okay. Now this one is Sahasrara. This one is Sahasrara, and this is your Agya Chakra. This one. So in between, you see that divine masculine and feminine here. And then this is that Kamdhenu in giving that milk, and this is coming here. And it comes through that. It can come to the test when you give the palate, the Khechri Mudra, you can test that. That is called Shoma Chakra. This which is dripping the nectar. The Soma Chakra. It is in between your Sahasrara and Agga Chakra. So these are also some important chakras. Maybe I will post this one also in the group. Okay, this just for your information. No need to go into too much into that, but just for your information, there are other chakras and they are very significant ones. Yeah. Okay. And topmost one is called Bindu. First is Bindu, then Guru Chakra, and from the Guru Chakra, then it's. Let me see if I can share this also. I'll share again. This is just for information. No need to be bothered too much with these things. But I'm saying there are many other chakras and they have their own significance. You can see another picture, some drawing, line drawing, black and white. Okay, fine. You see that here it is there is a Bindu point, which is high level, where it starts, then Sahasrara Chakra is there. Below the Sahasrara Chakra, there is another chakra called Guru Chakra. Then there is a Nirvana Chakra. These are all sub chakras. And there is a Bindu has a call Bindu Kshetram. Kshetra means area. Okay, where it get effect is felt maximum. So Bindu point is here, top, but Bindu Kshetram is here. This is the Bindu Kshetram where that, people used to give a choti, that hair something, that actually starts in the Bindu Kshetram. Okay, there's the Indu Chakra, then Manas Chakra, and then comes Agga Chakra. And there's come Telu Chakras also. Telu Chakra is also there. There are different sub chakras are there. These higher chakras are represented into that Soma Chakra. Where you can experience that thing, experience that the nectar. Yeah. So when this all opens up, it comes and falls from the top, and you can experience that. So anyway, there are other chakras that are giving the Visuddhi Chakra and Vishuddhi Khetram, means where it affects. So Agga Chakra, when it affects. The thing like that. So anyway, I will put this picture also into the group. But it all starts with the topmost one, the Bindu. Okay, that also reminds about Babaji's mantra, what is given Triguna Tripura Mahavindum Asti. Okay. So one of the Bindu reference is this one, from where all your spiritual experiences and abilities, they start from there. So all right, I think this enough of this. So I don't want to give too much detail. There are many other small chakras are there, each having their own thing. And for your interest, I have just given this, and I think divine feminine masculine, that is a Guru Chakra. What I explained that it has got its own symbol, etc. Maybe I will post that also. All right. So this is just for your information. So if you like, you can study and etc. separately, but it is not really important. When you experience that, the Soma Chakra, that the experience that will come, and that is what that I explained that earlier. And Guru Chakra and Bindu Chakra symbols, I just posted into the group just for your information only. All right. I think now it is. This is the significance of the higher level of chakra for our spiritual journeys. So, with this, we'll conclude our session now. Now it is open for a question answer. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Meanwhile, let me save this attendance. All right. You have any question? Then raise your hand. Okay. So if there is no question, so we will do the Shanti part, and then we'll conclude our session for today. Okay. Oh. Sarvesham swastirbhavatu. Sarvesham shantirbhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhaga Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti